guy was like,
Yeah.
So how did it feel knowing that you guys have some awareness and both of you guys read that ebook, right? That gave you a little insight. What was one good takeaway that you liked out of there, if you can remember?
Confidence.
Hey, you sleep, I can wake you up.
Confidence in a yawn.
Yeah, have confidence in that you can sleep or no?
Yeah, the elevator piece was interesting because sometimes people we would get in position, but then so many people would squish in from multiple floors that then you are pinned.
Yep.
And I mean, I just had to roll with it at that point.
Yeah, and when it's then that tight, I'm just like, because especially in Vegas, I mean, you're not like, oh, out in here, you're way different. But as soon as you're pinned, at least you put yourself up. Say this is the elevator. I won't come back towards this, or if I can't get to the middle, or if I'm in the middle
against the wall.
Yep, against the wall, or at least if he's next to me, he's in my wall now, or vice versa, you're the wall. Because sometimes in there you might have 6 to 8 people in there, and those are like sardines.
At one point there was probably 20. I mean,
oh wow! So everybody
probably my whole class.
I mean, there was a few trips through there, depending on time of day.
Okay.
When everybody was moving around, and then we're going somewhere, going to a show or something. It was just like, holy moly, okay. But I never felt unsettled, which is a big thing for me because I've had a lot of
Vegas is fun.
Anxiety around crowds and things of that nature. I mean, a year ago, I never would have booked the trip.
Right.
So I've come a long way.
Yeah.
And even just like out in the world shopping, there's been experiences where.
What did you think you wanted to do for Christmas? A year ago.
Not go to California. So I've come a long way. I've been working on trying to get myself regulated so I can handle being out in the world comfortably.
And this is all different stages and ages and what you went through. Only you know what you went through. Like and nobody can say, oh, I don't know. We don't remember there and all that. But it's every step is progression. You're doing it. This is doing it. This is like a little bit. It's going to go a long way. It's just like I call it your life account. You're putting an investment in, putting that in there. So this is the savings. So when we can pull it out, it's already there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the same.
Well, and Henry had never been, and so it was we had some great conversations around just observing humanity.
Yeah, I'm sure
because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, sure we did, because casinos are pits. And
but the conversations we had were 5 seconds.
Sure, but anyway.
Right, but it's enough to go in there. Did you guys did you create a wedge, like you're at the forefront and move
I was mostly in the front.
So did I ever talk to you guys about that?
You did.
Okay, so let's review that one in here. So if you're out and about, you okay if I grab you?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold on to your mom like right in here. You're gonna be on here. I don't want to be tied up like this, because then she's handicapped. She can't do anything with that hand. But if I'm tied up over here, I can hold on. See, you can feel and you can feel that little tension.
Well, we did do that. He was leading, but when we were walking out of a big circ show, he was leading the way and I was hanging on.
Okay, good. Yep. Because then that way, at least you're not like
getting
back
separated
here and we're all connected. If that chain was to break, then all of us goes in. And that link was to break, we all go in attack. Does that make sense? So what was one good distraction that you could have used out in Vegas with people out there?
Wallet.
Good, yeah.
Money.
Yep. And what else? Wallet, money, anything else?
No, because I remember purse.
Purse, yep. Anything that's emotional is gonna get an automatic response. Like I was
Well, especially in Vegas, money is emotional.
Well, you look at where they're at. How many people did you see at the slot machines, at the gambling tables? How many winners were there?
Like a few.
A few, but how many losers were there? It was the masses, right? Like, boom. So when people are putting their gamble into like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can beat the odds or play, and there's a strategy. Well, there's not much strategy when you push a button. Like 21 blackjack, there is, but there's a reason why those casinos are very nice. My daughter just went there for her 21st birthday. And it
How much
was,
money did she lose?
she didn't gamble, but she went to all these bars and all these clubs, and I was like, the clubs are not the same here. And she had an encounter with a guy that was in there, and I was like, know your boundaries, keep that, you guys do the buddy system, you guys are beautiful young ladies, you guys are gonna go out and you're looking prettied up, you don't wanna be an easy target for this person, so one guy tried to kiss her and she like put it like literally thumb right into the throat and just like moved away, and it was like how intoxicated was he and all this other stuff, and it was like people get, I call it liquid courage, and then when you get they get discouraged when you put them in their place because it needs to stop. And I was like, there's right and wrong. And I was like, know your boundaries, respect them, and let the other people respect it. And I was nervous. I'm always nervous for your, as a kid, as a parent, you're always gonna be looking out like, today, does he have enough? This. And it was like, yep, she did good. She went.
A great time.
Yeah, and that was the number one thing. She wanted her to have a good time. But I also wanted her to be aware, you know your boundaries and.
Yeah,
it was
going
like-
into a week, obviously, that's
Yeah.
the same for me.
Yeah, well, honestly, yeah, I've been there, done that and all of that. So let's work on, you guys wanna have a little fun workout?
But no,
No? Okay, well, you choose. Pick what do you wanna do? Or is there something particular you want?
I mean, I know that there's a lot more. I
Yeah.
just am so new to what there
Okay.
is. I just don't know. You
So
know, I
let's-
mean,
Let's go on like somebody grabs your shirt, like two hands on one. Is that,
like here.
yep. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Henry?
That's a good idea.
All right, so I need you up, or we can do stuff when you're on the ground.
yeah, on the ground, because I'm tired.
Okay, so let's say you're down on the ground and I'm a bigger guy, you're on your back. I'm like, okay, that's your knees.
Oh,
Or if you're here, if I'm like, hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna get up? How are you gonna get up? Yep, but instead of going right in here, you always want to point your legs towards me.
oh, so like if I'm like this.
If I'm here,
Remember we
yes,
did some of
there you
that.
go. See how that goes in there if a guy comes over there. Because if you stay down, go back to your hands and knees. If you stay down there, well, look, I could football kick you right there, could kick your face, could kick all of that, could come in with the knee. But as soon as you turn and that leg goes right in there, it's instant, right? So
Yeah,
now let's say if I'm on top of you. Remember how we were on,
Yeah, we
we
did
can
some of that.
review?
like
So
that.
say if you're on your back, like on your back, boom, and I'm on top of you, right in here. And I'm like, okay, what do you do from here? Oops, you okay?
Yeah.
So I won't grab right in here.
Mm.
I forget, I was training with.
Yeah, he's.
Yes, you okay?
Yeah,
So right in here, your legs right in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of get in here and I sit. So what would you do from here?
I don't know.
Yep. So get your legs underneath you first and foremost.
Oh,
Remember the
Yes, now turn your body. Yep, now shrimp out. Nope, don't go to your stomach.
Oh.
Because if you go to your stomach, I can choke,
So-
I can get all the way through. So if I have you pinned here, you did that. Excellent. Now turn to one hip. Go to that side. Yep, so let me show you. So we can practice this too. So
Okay.
as soon as we're down.
I don't know like
No, I know. No, let's all
Do you
do
want
it.
me to hold?
Nope, nope, we'll all do it together. So like lay down and I'm gonna actually, let me be in the middle. So you're gonna come over here and then we'll do it right here. Perfect. So as soon as anybody's on top, you did this excellent because you see how easy this. So when I say turn to a hip, you're gonna just turn to a hip. Now one hand's gonna go on his waist, the other hand's gonna go on his knee. Or her knee, and you're gonna push your hips back. It's called shrimping. Yep, so use the blade of your foot right on the side of the mat. So if I'm pushing and I go this way, I wanna get this blade and I wanna push my hips back. See how my foot stays?
yeah.
Yes, and now your hips are away. Because if they control your hips, you're gonna be stuck there for a long time. As soon as I go up, so as soon as I bridge up, if I go right side or left side, my hands are always gonna be up protecting my face. I push back, yes, with my left foot. You see how that goes down? Let's see yours right side. Yep, so so I want you to push, see where I'm touching here? I want you to get on this side and then push this back. Yep, there, that's it. So now, if I'm on top, lay on your belly or on your back. Yep. So I'm on top here and I'm pinning you down. you're always gonna do this first one, right? Which is what, bridge, boom, perfect. Now get to a hip. Perfect. Now lay on that hip. This hand goes either towards my chest or this can go on my neck to frame my neck, because if I come down, look at how I'm sounding like Mr. Froggy, right? It's gonna be instant pain. Now, I want you to push with this foot, recoil on and move your hips towards your mom. Good. You see as he pushes away. Now get this leg up and push me away. Boom, there you go. As
Nice.
soon as that goes in, you have to get that top leg up to recoil to push out. Okay, so here's a drill that you guys can practice at home. So what I'm gonna do is stand up for me, and we're gonna go this way. Stand across, feet are across my hips. I want you to pinch my hips with your feet. So this is what I want you guys to practice. This is shrimping. Don't let go, okay? So I'm gonna put my hands on his kneecap and on the shin. That's gonna simulate where I have to move my body right here, and then I'm gonna push back. Now step up, do it again.
Other side.
Yep. So my hands now go here, because I want to get used to having a frame, whether it's on the neck or whether it's on the waistline. As he's pinching really tight right in there, I'm holding here. I turn my hip. I can always move myself, no matter what. Because he's tight there, he's putting more pressure, so I just got to push back more. So the harder you go, the harder I go, right? But as this goes in, you see how I'm shrimping. So when I go right side, left side, boom, see how far back I push?
Yeah.
Yep, come again. And then you're gonna do this when we go back. Turn my legs first. Look at what happens. Doesn't matter. Look at how much more hip, more mobility. He pinches tight there, no problem. So as he pinches, I push my butt past his leg. I gotta get that past. This is the frame. If I just do this,
Stuck.
I'm stuck. See, I can't do it, but when I anchor and I push back, now I'm able to shrimp away. Because this is a barrier to push. All right, your turn. I'm gonna get my floor cleaner out first, so turn around. So as this goes here, yep. So, are you sore right here? Want me to go harder? Oh, look at how easy. Now where's the hands? Yep. Now where's that butt go? Not between the legs, gotta go past my left leg. Good job. And you see, as I'm going back, look at how easy that push. Lay back down now, go the other way. See, even if I get a shirt, it doesn't matter. Keep on going. And push it. Use your blade. So use this blade. So this part of your foot where I'm touching, sorry if I tickle you, I want you using that on the mat.
Oh, okay.
To push back.
And then,
Yes. And it's gonna slide. There you go. Perfect. But you see how you might have to double, triple.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be just one all the time.
Right.
Does that make
But
sense?
that's the edge point.
Mom,
Okay.
Sam,
Yep. So you're gonna stand, pinch his hips like you have chopsticks with your legs. Where's the hands go? Honor. Yes, right in there. Now instead of grabbing like a C, try to grab like a U. Because a C could jam your finger.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
And this one, we want to keep all of the family members together. Yep. Turning towards me, or yep, turns theirs that way. Now push, explode those hips back. Yes, good job. But you see how far his hips go? That's what's
Here.
gonna matter.
You're running out of mat. Or, yeah, spin it
Yeah.
around the other way. Okay.
Good, shrimping.
Knee is
Good.
lovely. Great one for pressure.
Yep. And then as that comes back up, this first leg automatically comes up. Because that's gonna be the first line of attack for pinch and kicking instead of this
Remember how to
one.
get up off the floor?
Yep. Good job.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, so you get to pinch mom's hips. So as soon as, yep, now as soon as this goes here, instead of putting your hands to the ground,
That's
good job.
right.
Just imagine your hands are going to go from here to here. So if I'm, yes, good job. Yep. Excellent, yep. And you see, even if they hold on to the leg, just use that leg as a piston. And that other, yep, the harder.
I don't want to do that to
no.
you. I'm not gonna do it. Hey, Easy on that knee though. I got a left knee just like you do.
Yeah,
Wait,
yep, and then go the other way.
other way.
Good job, but you see how you're using the blade of your foot? Yes, and then you can recoil, good job. And then the only difference is, so you can frame, so as a frame, I want you to use the ground right in here, so if this leg's up, now this arm's gonna support this, because I'm
Okay.
not able to just muscle it.
Okay.
So imagine I frame right in this leg, and now let's just frame left. Going in and just trying that side, so I'm having this side,
This is the frames on the bottom.
yes, yep, see
Like a
how's that?
support, okay?
Yep, yes, see how's this, but keeping this so it's squared up, so like a square. But say, so if you were down, you're okay, so get on top of your mom. Now what I want you to do is have your knees down. Yeah, so remember, you're gonna buck up, and so this is gonna be part of the shrimping, and so you're either gonna frame across his belly or you're gonna push on his hip and his kneecap. So if he's across, yep, as soon as I go in, push, but now get to a hip. There you go, staying to a hip and keep pushing. So instead of going here, all right, come here, Henry, I'm gonna try this. So,
You're gonna like buck me off.
no, because, so instead of going, and Sarah, when you were here, you were extending your arm out,
Uh-huh.
keep everything tight.
Okay.
So pinch like you were pinching your mom, like holding it. So as soon as I go fast, this one's right in here, I gotta lift up, stay up. So when I stay up, see how I'm holding them? But
Okay.
now when I go to a hip, see I come down.
And drop.
And if I'm on my side of my hip as opposed to staying here. So he goes this way, all I want to do is just push him off, hold here, look at this elbow staying in tight. When you're extending out here, you get weaker.
Right, it's the branches.
The branches further away. So when he's holding on tight, keep this tight, hold on, don't let go. So as soon as I'm here, no problem, I just push right here and then I just move my hips back.
Oh my god, it looks so easy. Okay,
Come on, lock in.
lock in.
But I'm just gonna like move with you.
Yep. And so just remember to keep everything in tight. Imagine like you got like T-Rex arms. Yep. And so push up. There you go. There you go. And now use those T-Rex arms. Yep. And even as he's pushing back, good job. So one of the other things too is if his legs are still holding on,
Yeah.
what I want you to do is drive your elbows in.
Oh wait, mom, again,
So-
again.
So come here, Henry.
Okay.
So when he's in there, because now you're gonna, what I call is a hook and a pin. So right now, he's hooking my arms and he's pinning my waist.
Yeah.
So this is a hook, now he's pinning on the ground, like, so I gotta get to a hip, this is pinned. So as soon as this goes in and see how I'm on the hip,
Yeah.
look at the gap that I have. All I need, now I can just use my elbow inside. All I'm doing is just, so if this elbow's here, or if this elbow's up, I'm just pointing this elbow and then I'm gonna frame. If
Okay.
his elbow's here, I just point it inside. So all I'm doing is just gonna elbow, give him a free elbow massage. Because these are short little penny points, okay? So mom's had elbows, careful now. So the harder they come in, the worse it is for you. You have all the tools. You just don't want to extend with this. Oh. So get to a hip, turn either towards me or towards the way. There you go. Use those elbows. Yep, and look at the gap. Now try to shrimp out. Keep on going. Good. Good, good. Keep using those elbows. Good job. And that's framing. Keep framing. Elbow. Good. Good job. Well, if he wasn't your son, you know exact, like,
Yeah.
but you see how pointy those were coming in, and look at that, like, that is a tool.
Yeah.
So this one now, I want you using those elbows on me. So now it's payback time.
I think
So you're turn, yep, how do you get to a hip? Yep, get to a hip,
yeah.
yeah, move your whole body, there you go, move your whole body. Free up that hand, get to your elbows, use your elbows, not your hands. Oh, use those elbows, oh, there, now shrimp time, you're good, use those elbows, use those elbows. There you go. Shrimp, shrimp, shrimp. Kick out. Good job. So no matter what.
I
you're
see the
gonna-
frame because he lost it out here,
Yep.
but had he been supporting in any way,
So go back down. Payback time. So how do we frame? So move your body all the way through. Bring this arm. Now bring this arm right here. Now rest right there. No, keep this rested here. So it's hold on. Those elbows work good. But as this is a frame, you see how this is supported on the
yeah,
ground, flat. And don't turn this. Just keep this in here. Now, as I'm doing there, you shrimp to move that hip out. Good. But you see how that frame and that point of that elbow, because no matter how big, how strong, if I come down, I can't come down on this pointing, anybody's pointing elbow. So if I'm going here, I'm gonna frame, right, frame left.
okay,
We learned to like
see if I can do the other way.
Then frame, yep, and then. Yeah. Yep, and then, yep, and you might have to turn into them. Yep, and then maybe shrimp the other way. You go in, there you go, and then just keep on framing and elbowing. Good, keep on giving him that elbow. His sound effects are gonna tell you he doesn't like it, or he likes it. Good job. Good work. So just because one way doesn't work, then
Right.
like, oh, I'm gonna keep it going that
Keep
way.
finding the space.
Yeah, as long as you're doing this motion, so if I'm going right side, oh, if I'm going left side, and see what I'm doing is I'm just
Yeah,
shrimping.
God, I was having a hard
Yeah.
time getting any grip on the
Yeah.
foot.
Well, because this is slippery and slide, but
It's a good place
imagine
to
once you,
learn.
yeah, if you have, I mean, you're not gonna be out on the sand or dirt, but you're gonna have a lot more traction on the concrete, on
down
any of that the dirt can give, sand can give, but this is the same thing, learning how to
Right.
move the hips back. Cause you never forget that you can always remove yourself.
Mhm.
You can move yourself a little bit to go a long way away. Oh, now what? Oh, wait, nuggy time, no.
I wasn't ready for that. Nuggy time.
Oh, okay, ready? Now you're ready? No.
Yeah, I'm ready now after that. Nuggy.
All right, yep, now you got a frame, keep on moving, keep moving, right to left, don't stop moving, if you stop, you're gonna be, as you can.
Your face.
Oh, that's even better, now it's, you got a different, for deals. Now, what else can you do, if something, that pen down. Can you bite, can you reach up, there you go, there, now framing. And you bite again, there you go. Frame, good. Right, keep going, now, get out, good job. So when that's in there and there's pen and you're, you see the strong.
Okay, I figured it out.
You figured it out. Don't actually bite me
Yeah,
though.
don't
I'll
bite,
move my
just-
arms and.
Just put your chin on and pretend like you're biting. There you go, 1, 2, now go. Oh, do it again, what else? Oh, good, she's spraying on you. You gotta get to a hip. Good, get to a hip, there's your chest, oh. Can you go? Good. Good job, and see as you have that seatbelt across the way.
Look at.
No, Mom.
So,
Now you're Ben. How do you like it?
so I'm gonna show you a little triangle choke that you can do with your legs only. Okay, be really a good drill for both of you guys. And this is just gonna be able to, you're gonna suffocate, not that I want you to tap the guy out.
I like
but this is a huge ordeal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from my back. This is gonna be a drill that you guys can practice with. So come here, I'm gonna use you. Go on your hands and knees. So I'm gonna use the hands right in here. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push, just stay right there. I'm gonna push my leg up. And I'm gonna turn across, and then as I squeeze these legs. And then I go right side, come back up. As soon as he goes up, I'm gonna switch the other side. So I'm taking this leg and see how his arms pivoting right in here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take this out to extend that, and I triangle the leg. So the triangle, when I triangle the head, all I do is I turn my body. If I triangle this way, see how my blade's back on his back?
So
I
you
wanna
triangle
put
towards
this-
the knee that's around the head.
Yep, I wanna get this foot here. Tight, you okay? So this automatically chokes, and all I'm doing, if I do it this way, I'm stiff. As soon as I turn, I lock him in. I'm cutting off his circulation here and using my leg on this
Nice.
side. Yep. Okay,
I'm good.
wanna see how that feels?
Yes,
So-
mom,
So
Eh,
so
so
watch,
cute.
watch what we're doing. I'm holding the wrist and the hands. I'm moving my body around you. So as I turn, I'm turning in, so there's the seatbelt. There's that motion right in here, but I'm gonna extend this leg up. So for here, you just stay right there, be a good partner. I'm gonna go across. I turn, you okay?
Yeah.
This leg, as soon as I cross that, you feel how that locks in.
it like, does it actually choke you?
But you
Yeah.
see, as this arm, where's this? It's not here, it's
It's
across. This foot's across, so I make it across and then I can easily go in the back of my knee pits. Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
pinching.
Yep. So as that leg, all I'm doing is so let's practice this. Imagine we got our partner on our head. Okay, or on her head. First thing, right leg goes up next to the neck. Turn your body. Come down. Now take your left leg, put it on the back of your knee pits. Nope. Oh, right, yes, there, because the head is on in there, across.
Right.
Good, but instead of this, put it right here. In the back of the knee pits. That's the choke, because now my head's super tight in between here. If you're going here, look how much space that goes in.
Yeah.
And so what I want you to do is just pivot a little bit more. So let's go again, same side. So we're gonna go 5 times. So step 1, holding the hands, push the leg up. Step 2, turn my body. 3, bend the leg on top of, so they're on the neck. Step 4, come across, put it in the back of your knee pits. Good, good, excellent, yep. There you go. You can do this on anybody as long as you're moving your body. You're gonna do it to me.
I am.
So step 1, foot goes right towards my neck. Right in here, all the way through. Take this arm across. Nope, so get this across this way. Now put this in the back of your knee pits. Yes, look at that. Look, I'm changing colors. See how that goes?
Everybody
Good
press
job.
tight.
Yep, and I'm changing deeper colors. Tap. Good job. So you see how that leg is doing all the work.
Yeah.
Let's do the same thing on the other side. But you see how this is a good drill because now you're learning how to move your body. Kind of shrimping. It's a good triangle drill. Don't let go of the hands. So yep, that leg goes up. Yep, this arm goes where? Across.
And that hip kind of naturally
Yeah,
wants
now
to
this
go
body
back.
goes this way. Oh, now put it in the back of your knee pits. Good job. See as I change colors, tap. And if you can't get in the back of your knee pits, just keep turning your body towards me here. Yes. So you want this leg, yes, flat. See how this is on my neck?
Yeah, and there he's got the knee
Get it
pit.
this way. See there. You can do an armless triangle. See, get this tighter in your knee pits. Good. Look at that. You're choking with your legs. You don't need an arm, but this is a traditional, like a good little drill, hip mobility to try. Okay, mom's gonna choke you. Ready? So you're gonna be in the guard, and I'll guide you through. Nope. So that's mount. You're gonna be in between her legs, which is the guard for this drill. And this is a good drill that you guys can practice at home. So you're on your hands and knees. Nope, she's gonna grab a hold of you.
But like that.
That wrist, yep. So take one leg as you take this leg, yep. Now turn your head and whole body that way. Try to get this right on the back. Turn, is this, you're okay on your knee?
Yep.
And then have this, yep, but see how he's straight? So turn your body a little bit more and keeping this motion, take this arm across your body.
You okay? Can you breathe? Are you all right?
Again.
So just, yep, stay up, Henry, for this drill, stay upright. There you go. So now, Sarah, what I want you to do, see how this is a gap here? So, and see how he's straight? Turn your body off to a T by your upper shoulders. Yes, like that. Now sink this down deeper. And if he falls down, then you just hold that in there and you just go into the mount. And this arm is just gonna hold across the way. And then all you're doing is squeezing your knees in.
I felt like you were gonna break my arm, not choke me.
It could be it's two for one. You can either break the arm, but I would choke them out. Once I go across, this is already automatically locked for a straight arm bar.
Right.
Huh.
Because I don't want you to be in here and just having all of these tools.
Yeah, let me try the other way.
Yep. So Henry, you gotta be a good partner by keeping a good base. For your mom to learn this drill. There you go. Now, Sarah, turn your head towards me and try to get this on the back of his neck. Yes, 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 yes. Yep. Henry, don't move for her for this drill. So this is why. There you go. And see how it's on his back? So try to get this knee if you can. Yes, right in here.
You okay?
And then now just squeeze your legs together. And see how
I can
powerful.
still breathe.
I know, but.
Go, go. Until like that. Like.
We're turning
So-
purple.
One thing, Sarah, right here. So come here, Henry. What I want you to do is try to turn your body, and even if you have to use your legs to push off the ground. So be a good partner. So if I'm see what I'm doing is
Okay, up on the hip.
yep. So I have to turn my hip in order to get my leg through.
Okay,
And once I'm here, you're trying to do it here. And so what I want you to do is turn here.
that's okay.
And so if he falls down now, look at how easy this goes in my
Right.
knee pit.
Okay, let me
If
try it
this
again.
goes over here, see how loose, do you feel that? Just by having that in here does a big difference.
Okay, come here. Ragdoll.
Yep, in between, so that's mount, we're going in guard, good. Grabbing the wrist,
Okay, so.
push, yep, and then get to one hip, put one leg up. That leg up, perfect, now turn your head completely towards me. Try to turn sideways, Henry, stay right there, there you go, stay right there, perfect. Now,
It's on that hip now at this
Yep.
point.
and that's fine, because now if his base is
Turning
down,
red.
yep. No time, no,
Okay. Let me try it the other way.
but yeah,
Back up.
and here, come back, let's turn around and go back on.
Ready.
Yep, so if this is in here,
Nope, too.
yep, and then just. Yes, good, 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 good.
Oh,
And
but I.
the tighter this goes in inside, see where I'm touching here?
Yeah.
Try to get this, nope, try to get that leg tighter. But he's on here, so when he goes to the side,
You
here,
aren't
do it,
doing anything.
here. You gotta be a good partner, stay up for this drill. So
I'm
Henry,
going
what I
down.
want you to do is I want you to be right here. Staying for your mom so she can get this down. Yep, so as that goes up, stay right there for me, Henry, good. Now turn your head that way. Stay up, Henry.
I'm trying.
Yep,
That's more like it, isn't it?
yeah. You mind doing it to me? I can guide you on it.
Yeah.
Because it's a little different, so tell your mom the steps that she needs to do. See how much you remember. I'm gonna,
Okay,
tell her
so
step one.
up,
up.
turn
So-
to his side.
So just get to a hip, one hip, either hip, that leg goes up, perfect. See how I'm staying upright?
Yeah,
So, yep, so now, instead of, nope, don't go to this hip, try to turn your whole back. Yes, there. Now go to your knee pits. Good, look how tight that is. And you see, now just squeeze, is it in the back of her knee pits? Yep,
Yeah.
and then squeeze, squeeze your legs together. There you go. See, as that goes in,
Okay.
when you squeeze your legs together, but you see that angle.
I gotta be on, yeah, I don't know why that's so hard for my brain.
It's
Yeah.
just complete opposite, because what you're doing is this leg is choking me automatically when this arm goes off.
Right, it's the lever, okay.
Got
So
it
if
in?
it's,
up, turn to one, whatever side.
So just go to one hip, yep, so now
this way.
turn this way, yep, head comes this way, good,
Knee pits.
yep. Good job, and see if I posture up, you can see is this is tighter by having this resting on your neck, on his neck.
Yeah,
By you moving your body, you don't have to be super flexible. This has all the leverage.
Right.
And then once you figure four, this leg right into there, it locks in place. Does that make sense? So here's a drill that you can practice this, okay? So imagine I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. Oh, I'm gonna go up, figure four. Come up and sit on my foot. Boom. Okay, now I'm gonna go back, figure four the other way. Try that. Good, and then try to keep it locked in.
Wait,
Nope, and
no,
then knee pits, and then sit up all the way. Sit up, good. And then go the other way, good. Almost, so it's making your brain dig. You're gonna sit up straight. Nope, keep that figure four in. Nope, so don't go to an X, keep that figure four. So imagine that's a figure four. There you go. Now go back and go the other way. Good. Yep, it's brain game. So as soon as I go back, I want to be able to get my legs in. I go up, oh, get it in. There you go. So when you go back, yes, see how fast your mom's doing it? That's a free core workout too. Good job. But as that goes through, now what I want you to do is I want you to turn 180.
To the knee that's bent.
Yes. So it doesn't matter whichever side. So when I go back, I'm gonna turn. Oh, okay, look where I'm at. Oh, I'm here. I want to go in a circle. Because now what am I doing? I'm pivoting.
Isn't it though towards the knee that you're bending though? Cause that's where I was getting hung up.
For
Doesn't
this
matter.
drill, not for this drill. I just want you to be able to rotate on your back. Yep. So as soon as if I'm going here, so if I go here, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna rotate just a little bit. Rotate a little bit. See how
how
I'm
do you
moving?
pin someone down?
See how I'm rotating
Yeah.
and just making so you know how to use your back on the ground to roll. There you go. And
I have
as
a
you're
question.
going,
How
yes.
do you pin someone down just for like training? So I like for when I wanna like safely pin someone down. So like when we're gonna do this, it's like really off guard and
Like you're on top or you're on the bottom.
on top
So if I'm on top, I'll show you a little hook and pin that works.
every time.
Well, it works a good percentage of the time, especially for law enforcement. So this one, say if I'm on top. So all I'm gonna do, I'll do it this way. So
But like what if they're standing up?
if they're standing up, okay, let's stand up.
You're
So-
probably just gonna do it in about 2 seconds
Nope,
first.
so whatever hand, say we're shaking or we're like, hey, I don't want no problems or whatever. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this hand here and I'm just saying, come here. So I take this hand and I just pull back. And I'm just holding his hand. Oh, now he's pinning. You're supposed to stand up. You told your mom how much you loved yourself lately? No, all I'm doing is just pulling up on one arm. Can you get that arm? So see the other way, I just hook this pin. Oh, just like a fish out of water. And then as it goes down, I will just reach underneath and still hold this hand. No, you're choking.
Then how do you get out of that?
Don't get into it. No. As soon as you get out of it,
How do you get
remember
out
these
of it?
pointy elbows?
Oh, yeah.
Need you to, yep, dig in, dig,
Bite.
yep. Yeah, bite. No, not
Oh,
no.
no, do it
Bite
yourself.
yourself. No. Yes, bite, use your spear of that elbow into my chest. There's that, because that pain makes me.
Do it on my mom.
So it's like a hook. All I'm doing is grabbing an arm and pulling it to do the opposite.
Yeah, do it.
And then
on
I'm
my
just
mom.
staying behind you.
Okay.
Okay, so if I'm here, I shake your hand, hey, I don't want no problems, boom, I come here, and I just stay right here. Can you pull away?
No.
So, and you see what am I doing? I'm using my body now as a leverage,
Mhm.
as standing up. If I was gonna be aggressive and go into a choke, I can choke her out from in here, but I wanna just stay in here, but right in here, when I take your weapons away, I just gotta pull, so if I need to reach my handcuffs.
So let's go back into that, because this is a really good example of being
Mhm.
stuck. I mean, to get out of this, is this where I'm going
Nope.
with?
You turn into your body, dig your elbow, drop your hips, get this to my chest. There you go. So when that's in there, if you stay still, I got you all day.
Try the one with, you had the second hold on the neck.
The cobra. So when this one goes
Oh.
here, so if I go in here.
Oh God, that really hurts.
What?
okay?
Can
Yeah.
you do it on me real quick?
So if I go here, what I'm doing is I'm coming through and I'm pushing and pulling.
Right, so how do you get out of that, Henry?
Put that elbow towards me. And you see what I'm doing is I'm framing.
Yeah,
You see how this frame is a transferable skill. So Henry, as much as it sucks, it's gonna suck less if you, it's gonna suck more if you stay in there. So how do we gotta do on here? So get me in that payback time. So reach around with this hand.
Oh.
Grab your hand, grab my wrist. Yep, grab my wrist, not my fist, because you can slide off.
Oh.
Remember how we're gonna grab like a U, not a C? You
Oh.
see how those fingers come through? Grab like a U.
This way.
Put your thumb around.
Thumb
There you
up
go.
top.
There you go. Push and pull. Good, so what I gotta do, he's committed. So as I'm here, I gotta point this elbow towards him, and I just gotta use my head to break that ram. So I'm not gonna know, like, you can use your head to get this elbow in. Let's try that.
Using it as a leverage
Yep.
point.
Now I'm gonna do it to you now. So as soon as I go in here,
Don't do it too hard. Don't do it.
no, I won't do it harder. So put your head on me, right on me. Yep, now as I start pushing, there you go. Now he creates that space. So if I got you away from me, that elbow, put it right on my chest, right in the sternum, not on my stomach, because I get that taller. There you go. That doesn't. The stomach gives. Like I can poke you in here, right?
Mhm.
I can poke you in here. Doesn't. So that's where I want you to,
But,
right in this frame, okay?
okay.
Not in there.
So how do you do the chokehold
Yep.
again?
So one hand goes around, the other
Got it.
hand's gonna slide up, thread the needle. Good job.
Okay.
So, yep,
So.
Yep.
It's,
yep. So just take one hand around, pick one hand. Now grab it with that hand. Yep. Now this hand goes on the opposite side, and then you're just gonna push and pull.
do I have it?
So don't grab here, grab here.
Okay.
No, do it. Do it.
As this goes in, you're gonna go through, yep, and then come underneath on the other side.
Yeah.
Right in here, grab right over here where I'm touching. And use your head. Yep. So as that goes through, and then there's legs and moves and all that other stuff. And at the same time, I'm gonna stomp, I'm gonna knee, I'm gonna give him a Charlie horse and a quad.
No, don't on me.
And then once it goes to the ground, it's the worst thing because now they're pinned, and then all I'm doing is I just hook and I pin their arms to the ground, so that way they cannot.
Oh, you wanna practice that now?
Now that the pinning thing where I go here and grapple kind of, no,
So how do you, you're gonna bridge,
remember?
get to a hip, frame, good, use those elbows. Good, and then you might have to shrink the other way, go the other way. There you go, get those legs, good job, now shrink the other way. Good, so as soon as you're going from hip to hip, you see how it's harder for him to hold on to that, hold on to you. And then,
Okay, done. Good partner, let go.
there you
Oh,
go.
now I got this against you. I can just whoop.
So now, here's another one too, so initiate pain. This is
Getting into
one,
wrestling moves, aren't we?
this is,
Do it.
I want to, this is how I used to escort guys out of a bar. With non, like, I don't wanna have.
Just a little bit, but not
Okay,
too bad.
okay, so I take my little finger and I come on the back of their hand. So there's pressure points all around here. I grab with my thumb
No, like do it super low.
and then I dig in. I don't wanna dig in flat, because see, that doesn't hurt. I dig into the point. See, there's the point of the, and my thumb's here, and then as I hold him, I escort him out.
Coming with me.
Did you get out of that, Henry? I got like a backpack, an arm backpack. The more he leaves or more turns, it's gonna snap. It's gonna be worse for him. And if he's bigger, 6 feet, 7 feet, 300 pounds, I bring him down to my level by pushing back. And it's just.
How could I get out of that?
Don't get into it. So as soon as you go in, you're gonna go to grab your thumb. With your finger. Into the back of, no, not the fist. Now I want this little nut. Right here, right anywhere on right here. Good. Anywhere on it. Don't give us, I just got a big hang.
I can.
Yep, so you squeeze and then you just help them in. There you go. Now, as soon as this goes here, you're gonna help me to the other side. Go back.
Backpack
Put
style.
this on your shoulder, turn your back to back, back to back. Good. Now see, oh, this is loose, I can turn around. So when I'm doing it here, as I turn here, I stop and go move it. See where his head's at?
I'll get out of it.
You have embrace against your shoulder.
Yep, so I'm bracing it here, so it's easier to escort him out. How to get out of it is as soon as they start to pivot, as soon as you start to go anywhere, whichever way, yep, okay, this way, go the other way. And turn it here, So what I wanna do is, I gotta step and turn my body. I gotta turn my shoulder because this becomes weakest. This is
Right.
above my shoulder.
Hey, mom, can I push you?
I gotta turn it all the way around. So,
So,
yep, so this, if you dig in, so loosen up your finger enough to turn them the other way. So you're gonna turn them, the hand that goes here, this left hand is gonna go this way. You're gonna turn them this way. Put this over your shoulder and then that, and well, you see how you spun? As long as he keeps spinning out of it before, but I stop him from spinning before. So when he goes in here, I stop his spin. With this hand right here. See, what I'm doing is I take it over from here to here.
oh,
You okay?
that's nice.
Yep. And if I'm here on this side, spin out of it. Oh, there you go.
Mom, look.
So, this was, well, and that's where I never turned, but that's where I'm escorting like law enforcement or guys or cops or bouncers, anything that I have to control them and maintain them. For self-defense, you don't wanna,
No, control or maintain.
yeah, as soon as somebody goes in and you don't like that arm, you're gonna go with that other hand. So I'm grabbing you, feel that little pain. So what can you do for self-defense, Henry?
Right
By
here,
grabbing here, what can you do here?
I can,
Use your other hand, where do you go?
Oh.
Yes, how many times?
1, 2, 3.
Good, now what do you do with this hand? Give it back to me, always.
But this is still a valid, good way to control the
Yep.
situation in the event, say he's at
How
a.
do you push someone?
You know,
How do you push someone?
ready? No,
What?
yeah, see, look. Think of how simple it is.
Not that hard.
That was your mom, oh, you're drooling, okay?
Yeah.
That was really good, that was a good
Stop
push.
coming at me.
But you see how it wasn't hard, but it was hard enough to like, that happens. But yeah, for any, like, you're turning, it's just joint manipulation, like.
You cannot get out of it.
I wanna figure out the joint manipulation.
You can never get out of it.
Stand up.
You can never get out of it.
So, you know how to get out of it? So
No.
this is what, if somebody grabs you, all you're gonna do is put your knee on the spine.
Ow.
Just turn and put it. Okay, do it to me, Henry, come here, so that way I can show your mom. Let's say you grab me however you want. Great, so I'm just gonna come. Go there. What do you mean? I collapse and I trap it with my arm. But you see, you okay? That's what happens. So grab your mom, now she's gonna turn and put her knee in. I didn't do it that hard. No way. So he grabs you. But that is this, so this is what I did with the guys on here, so imagine.
Don't
one
do
side
it too
here,
hard.
this goes across.
Oh,
This
your,
leg.
that's your hand.
Yep, and his hand's in there, but locks it in place, now he can't pull it out either. As soon as this goes in, this one comes up. So from right to left. And I'm able to swish those hips.
You wanna try that?
Here, try it on this guy. Here, you can do it on him.
Grab
This
one.
one, you can take one. So what I want you to do is put your knee down. I'm looking this way. Oh, somebody's coming from behind. Need to look this way. So for them, they're getting used to pulling. Oh, they gotta pull out this way. This guy's on here. But I'm going across either knee on the belly, knee across the face, or across the neck. Depends on where their holster's at and all that other stuff. But as this goes through, right to left. Going
Beat
into-
up that body, not mine.
Yep.
Remember where your knees are supposed to be.
Nope, so. This one. So Henry, let's start like this.
Right.
We'll put your right leg next to the head. Perfect, now see how my left leg's over here instead of head into that, Yeah, exactly. You're swishing, you charge at 180. Good, as soon as that goes through you. That one's able to go through, and this is good for self-defense, because you gotta see if somebody's on here. Knee on belly, comes up, I can push away.
Not
If
stand up.
knee on face, I stand up, I push away, going to that side, you know what I mean? So if you go knee on belly or knee on face, your legs are tumbled instead of trying to walk, you're gonna stumble in, turn, knee on belly. Yep. And then just plant those, yep, trap those, even if that leg goes on there.
Careful with my knee,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay, fine,
So-
I'll just do it this way.
Yeah, if it's this way, that knee on face, good. Now see, as your shin goes through what you, through you take that leg and just put your instep, top of your foot where I'm touching, put that flat on the ground. All that weight now is going across his shin, right across his face. You know what I mean? Instant pain. And then all you're doing is, once that goes there, you hook and pin, or you just, you come down, pin up, it took it away.
Beat up the everlast dummy.
Yeah, so you've been taking a beating and still, that's how I feel my body. Like, but all of these little moves that we're going hooks and pins, this is huge, because this, if you're ever like, I'm stuck, he grabs my leg. Oh, and then I switch. Yep, right to left, left to right, good. Now say if we're down, we're gonna use this hand to come up, this hand to come up. As I'm pushing away, one goes up, yep, and then the other hand goes up and down. As that goes through, that's a good transition, good job. Now, try to hit your hand. Now, yep, but don't reach, try to stay upright, so yes, if you're going down, you see how the space is coming closer to that? If you can palm down in the transition, here, try it like this. So as soon as I'm going here, see how my head's up, instead of head down? I don't wanna go here, boom, 1, 2, see how my hand's up, so I'm making those transitions. Other hand, there you go. Now going to the other way, other hand. Other hand, there you go. Good. But all of these, like this little, is good in how you transition on this one, we're going to like, oh, if he's on top, well, I wanna get to, so if there's mounts, like we did on here, so this is mount, I'm in between their, I'm on top of them, on their belly. This is side control. When I go to side control, I always cup their head, put my forearm on their head, and then come across. Side control, now I'm matching my elbows. I go north south, I control their hips and their head. So my hips and their heads, most of here, and I shimmy my hips back. So I'm north south. I go to side control, up, I'm still shimmying their head. I go to mount, right in here. If I go to guard, when I'm on my back, I use my leg, my inner thighs to pull the leg in here. So now I'm framing. Oh, I'm framing in. Oh, I'm framing in. Look what I'm doing with my hips. Framing in. Oh, now I'm gonna shrimp and get my seatbelt across the way. Now I'm gonna sweep. As I sweep, they go down. And it's just this motion to scissor the leg.
Yeah.
As I'm coming up, and this comes all the way down.
Huh? How are you?
A lot of.
So the framing is gonna be good, just come underneath. And then go to the other side, come underneath, because you can't go over, yep, yep. So as you go under, and then that one's down to the ground. Frame, yep, it's a new dance move, because one is in Vegas. See, so now frame, come down,
Yeah, so.
wait that transition. Good, but where's the elbow down? There you go, now go down, yes, that's it. And then this elbow down, so it's on the mat or it's on their frame and solid all the way through. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Going inside, so now the elbow's working, hands working. Elbow, hands working, okay, well, this is stronger because now it's supported as opposed to just independent with how strong are my shoulders, my arms, well, this one I can hold a lot longer. We can rest, okay, well, this one's not doing much work, but this blade is right across where I need it. Across their neck, across any part of their body. And then how to get out of those little spears,
Right.
those elbow drills. Can we do the elbow drills? We'll do the elbows next week.
Some depends on.
Spear, horizontal slams.
No,
Okay, yeah. We'll do the elbows, so this is what we're gonna work on next week.
well, I think I'd like to learn the whole
That's-
around the body thing
Yeah.
at next time too,
Yeah.
or one of the next times.
Yeah, we can do those and the elbow, because this is good transition, because you gotta learn how to move around the person. You can't move your boyfriend, he's bigger and stronger, you can move yourself.
Right,
Henry can move himself a little bit, like, once you're on a hip, you see how much more, but if you're staying on your hips.
he's just getting overpowered.
You're never gonna go anywhere, you're
Yeah.
gonna get to that hip, you gotta fight to get to that hip, that's where the framing. That's where I'm controlling my hips, that's where the shrinking, that's where all those little tools are now just linking together. Like these guys, telling me this is like their 15th visit, and they're like, we went to another gym, and it was, they go, no way, they wanted us. Well, this is the difference from a gym to what you guys want what you're gonna learn, not, they're not thinking of bring what you carry, and they carry their weapons, so I was like,
Right.
because now it's different mobility. You can't get to it if I am on having you pinned down. Because now I'm knowing that that's a weapon there, and I know what you don't know, but you don't know that this guy's some jujitsu master or black belt, and then you're like, you don't want to know how good he is until
Yeah.
you're see it on video. I tell all my fighters, I never want to know how good the guy is. I watch the video, but I don't prepare my fighters for that fighter. I prepare my fighters' skill set for their skill set. And they should be able to implement that across the board on anybody. This, what I'm training you, you should be able to implement this on a black belt, on an average guy, on a guy that's beginning, a boxer. You want these skills that's gonna go all the way to your skill set, not the art of the martial arts.
Right,
Or the art of boxing, or
Yeah.
the art of kung fu, or whatever it may be. You want to make this universal approach, so wherever you go, it's always there.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, hold on, I gotta get my gear, I'm gonna try to get my collar shirt, like they went in and the person tried collaring the shirt, so no, by the time they're reaching through them, I gouge.
right,
I mean,
yeah,
look
it's
how
too slow.
yeah, I have a lot of time and technique.
Why would they need a collar to shirt?
So if it's a collar shirt, so if I grab your shirt
Looked
here,
over.
all I'm gonna do here is I bring this in to choke you. But I'm using that, but if this is in it, rip, and then I'm relying on all of this, you're wearing a tank top, well, now it's not as
That's
effective.
not,
It only works good when it's thick jackets, hoodies, this that stretches, not for you sometimes.
sometimes women are just in this,
Yeah.
or, yeah,
Good job.
thank you.
There you go, and you see how fast you are, ready, stand up, give me 5 knees, don't let this come down to you. Give me 5 knees, wait, stay right there, wait, no, stay back. Don't let it come down, give me a knee. 1, ready, take that leg back, don't let it come down. 2, 3. Oh, wait till it comes at you. 4, good. Put your eyes into it. Oh, no, good. 5. Now the other
Wait,
side.
so I can close my eyes.
Okay, ready, 1. Oh, good, let's see how your hands are up. Where's your hands up in front? No, always in front.
In front
Eyes
of,
shut. 1, 3, good, 2. Good, listen to my count. Only on my count, only on my count. 3, good, only on my count. Good job, let's see how you were prepared. 4, good, 5. Now, eyes open, pick whichever side you want. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got you back in action. Where's those hands up?
Yeah.
At all times, hands up. Okay, ready? 5 times. 1, 2, 3. Hands up. 4. What's your stance? 5, 6. Hey, this friend was my backup.
Wait, I want to kick now.
So don't hyperextend your leg. You know what I mean? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's gonna pay for backup, see? But
That's
this is
fun.
a good little like just reaction drill. Somebody comes in, you're timing it, execution, so many things that has to work on the fly.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming, well, I can kick, okay, get out my long range one.
Oh, you like this part?
It's fun.
I thought you wanted to do standing.
Again.
You ready? Okay, 1. 2. Good, so now you gotta kick or knee, you gotta make that adjustment.
Yeah.
in the last second.
I
Okay.
did good.
Hey, one or the other, choose whichever one you want, so. Look how far I am, ready?
Let's kick off.
Get it on my side, raise your knees,
You can run into it, you can get
so you
closer.
gotta kick it hard enough to give it
Okay.
enough
Okay.
impact. Is it okay on your knees, hips? Good job, now here it comes. Go. Good job. Good.
Oh. Okay,
Do it to me, like.
quickly, and then our time's up, I think.